ho, 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 ho. Let's review a bunch of boring Christmas cereals. Was it worth it for me to fly all the way down from the North Pole to try returning Christmas cereals? Will we find comfort and joy in my sack here, or a stocking full of coal? Will any of these cereals bring honor to this sacred holiday with some cereal magic? Friends, it's time to eat some cereal. Oh, ho, ho. Happy birthday and Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome to Cerealsly, where we take cereals seriously. My name is Saint Nick, Santa Claus, Kringle, Papa Noel, Father Christmas, and I'm filling in for Alex, who eats and reviews hundreds of cereals a year, with episodes every single week to help you get the most out of your cereal experience. Today on Cerealsly, Alex is taking a well-deserved holiday break, so I can get my hands on some returning and often overlooked Christmas cereals. Now listen, these aren't your fancy ones. If you're looking for sugar cookie cereals or hot cocoa cereals or gingerbread cereals, there are some great reviews on this channel. We're even re-releasing an old Elf on a Shelf episode on Christmas Eve, which is probably the best this channel has ever produced. Please check that one out. But today, like I said, we're looking at nothing fancy. We're checking out a few simpler Christmas cereals that seem to pop up every year. Let me open up my Christmas sack, peek inside, and show you what I mean. Oh, first we've got these. Rice Krispies red and green color mix. I think these are literally Rice Krispies, some of which have been dyed red and green. From the picture, not even very many of them. Now, the good news is I love regular Rice Krispies, so I'm actually excited for these. I'm a man of tradition. I've been doing this for hundreds of years, and I think so has Rice Krispies. And of course, they're intending that you take these and make them into Rice Krispie treats for the holidays, which I think is a pretty good idea. I am a tiny bit let down with this, because on the box here, they don't say anything about Christmas or the holidays. I think the closest we get is that it says festive on the back. That's not enough for old Santa Claus. But this is a tried and true cereal, so we're going to give it its fair Christmas shake. Let's see what's next. Next we've got Captain Crunch's Christmas Crunch. There it is, right on the box. Christmas, my friends, that's what I'm all about. And holy moly, look at this scene on the back. This guy knows exactly how to celebrate the holiday. He's got his little friends dressed as elves, even an old rival swinging from the rafters. This is fantastic. He himself is dressed up perfectly with a wonderful winter scarf, draped himself in Christmas bunting. As far as the cereal goes, it looks to be somewhat of a variation on Crunch Berries, because there's the normal cereal pillows, and there's also fun shapes. This time it's Christmas trees and stars. I don't suspect that these are fruit flavored like the berries are. They seem to just be normal flavor. And I'm fine with that. Normal's good. And that's coming from one of the least normal guys that there is on the planet. So I think these are going to be fantastic. Put them over there. We got one more, friends. Here it is. Winterfest Fruity Pebbles with Marshmallows. Same vein as the Rice Krispies, they have just dyed these babies red and green. Makes a lot of sense. I wonder what flavor these are, though. Oh, never mind. It says same fruity flavor on the box. Kicker here is that they do add those marshmallows. I have never had a cereal that didn't benefit from a few added marshmallows. Yum, yum, yum. Well, there's our more run-of-the-mill Christmas cereal lineup for you folks. And now, I want to use all of my Christmas expertise to help you decide if you need a bowl of these returning holiday cereals. Hey, if you made it this far, you might just find a full stocking over your fireplace come Christmas morning. Hey, but would you do Alex one more favor? Would you like this video? Subscribe to the channel, even leave a comment with what cereal he should look at in a future episode. Doing any one of those things would really help Alex out. All right, I think I am ready. I have got my set of bowls. I've got my spoon, and I've got Alex's trusty 1% milk. I'm a reindeer milk kind of guy. Nice, warm, and fatty straight from the teat. That's what I always say. Yeah, okay, and we also have, of course, the cereal of the hour. I think I'm going to go through them in the order that I introduced them. So let's start with what seemingly is the most boring, and that is these Rice Krispie red and green color mix. Let's pour them out, see what they look like in a bowl. Oh, that is some lazy coloring, my friends. I suppose they do have some red and green ones in here, but come on. They could have done more than this, couldn't they? Truly, it's mostly beige. Did they think we would forget that these are Rice Krispies if they went a little further? At least a 50-50 mix would have been great between color and normal. But no, what we got here, I don't know, 20%? That's not a Christmas percent. I am going to try these things dry, although I don't know why. They're going to taste like Rice Krispies, right? And I like that, so what am I complaining about? Let's give it a try. Let's try Rice Krispies red and green color mix. Oh no. Geez, what they don't tell you is how hard it is for old Santa to eat cereal with his massive beard. So while that mostly tasted like beard hair, what I was able to taste tasted dead on to Rice Krispies. That's fantastic. Let's put some milk on it. Maybe it'll say something different than Snap, Crackle, Pop. Maybe it'll say Jingle Bells, Kringle, Snap. I don't know what it would be, but let's try it. Do you hear what I hear? The classic noise of Christmas, that's what I hear. All right, let's give these things a try in milk. Oh, geez. That's some solid cereal, friends. That's what I like about it. It's crisp, it's light, it's familiar. It'll bring back memories of childhood. Waking up on Christmas morning to eat your Rice Krispies. Well, what a pleasant start. Put this over to the side. Clean up a little bit around here. Now let's get to the one that isn't afraid to say Christmas on it. Here we go, Captain Crunch. Oh, that tinkle tinkle sound reminds me of the ringing of the bells on Christmas morn. Well, these look fantastic. They really do look like crunch berries. In fact, some of these Christmas trees have come out more bulbous than I think they expected. So they darn sure look like crunch berries. Look at these things. But wait a minute. What I'm noticing is that there are only red stars, but there are both green and red Christmas trees. That makes very little sense. Oh wait, never mind. I'm selling these things short. There's not just 2 shapes in here at all. There's supposed to be 4 different shapes and quite a bit of color variety. Let's see if we can find them all. I've got a green Christmas tree. I've got a red Christmas star. I've got what I think is a red snowman. And this has got to be a red Christmas tree. And here we have the remnants of a green Christmas star. I think this may be a green snowman. They're telling me that there are supposed to be elf hats in here, but darned if I can find them. Maybe that's what this is supposed to be? That's terrible. Here's a red one. Well, forgive the language from old Saint Nick, but that is some crappy cereal shaping. Oh, but at least they gave it the old holiday try. So let's put these back in the bowl and give a try to Christmas Crunch Dry. Ooh, yum, yum, yum. These are fantastic. Like I thought, exactly how they always are, but with Christmas shapes. That's the way to do it, folks. Let's put some milk on. All right, let's try Christmas Crunch in milk. Cereal perfected. Boy, if there's one run-of-the-mill Christmas cereal to get this year, this may be the one. I'm loving it. Let's go for the last one here. Winterfest Fruity Pebbles with Marshmallows. Well, this really is putting those Rice Krispies to shame. It looks fantastic. You've got the red, you've got the vibrant green, and of course you've got these white marshmallows in here that look wonderful. Let's give a try to Winterfest Fruity Pebbles with Marshmallows Dry. In my beard here. Ooh, an excellent taste though. Those were right up my alley. Now, one tiny complaint I will say is that normal Fruity Pebbles with marshmallows are full of vibrant and exciting different marshmallow shapes. The fact that they just went with white circles in this seems like a step down. They could do more, but it does pop, which I like a lot. Let's put some milk on it, see what that does. Okay, friends, let's give a try to Winter Wonderfest Fruity Pebbles with marshmallows in milk. Santa's loving this. Boy, oh boy, there really is something to be said for taking a classic cereal, making it Christmas colors, adding some marshmallows. You got yourself a winner here. Not that this isn't always the case, but these 3 cereals really helped dear old Saint Nick get into the holiday spirit. I think all that's left is to give these cereals a rating out of 5. Well, my Christmas lovelies, we have done it all. We talked, we ate, we took every facet of taste and texture into consideration, and now it's enough. Let's go through these one by one so I can give my final verdict. Let's start from the top. We had our Rice Krispies, likely the most boring cereal you'll ever eat if you're not expecting it, but I love this traditional classic, and I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5. Never mind, I'm going to dock it 0.5 and only give it a 3 out of 5 because there is no mention of Christmas or the holidays or even winter on this box. Do better, Kellogg's. Next, we've got Christmas Crunch. That's what I like to see. Way to go, Cap'n. I am shocked that the Cap'n did not put a beard on for this occasion. Doesn't that seem strange? That would truly have taken this cereal to the next level. But regardless, I am going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5. Just a fantastic classic cereal with a bunch of Christmas-esque shapes in there, some better than others, but still all a lot of fun. Finally, we have the Winterfest Fruity Pebbles with marshmallow, same classic taste as the normal, but I loved it anyway. There's no going wrong with popping some marshmallows into great cereal, and that's what Christmas is all about. I'm going to give this cereal another 3.5 out of 5, and I am going to give it a pass for not mentioning the word Christmas, because the truth is that the Christ child had not been born when the Flintstones were around, so they are an exception to the rule. If you want to try any of today's cereal for yourself, I picked up these run-of-the-mill cereals at my local Target, but I know that most of them can be found at any of the different grocery stores that you might come in contact with. Hey, listen, Alex will be back next week with a huge 2025 year in review episode, and I know that he would love to spend more cereal time together with you, and YouTube thinks you'll enjoy the videos that are on screen now, so check those out while you're waiting for that brand new big episode next week. Until then, never be soggy, my friends. Ho, 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 ho!